Dignitas wants to grab themselves up that Talisman of Ascension to go along with On the Hunt. It's a very easy way to get out of the man drop, so they could keep themselves safe for a good reinitiation. But right now we got quite a bit of early game to go through. The coin quickly picked up by Crepo here to start, to start this one off.
Yeah, coin for Crepo, so a little bit weaker trades, but more gold generation, and going to serve him well in the lane that they're going to try and be shoving anyway. They're just going to try and win that by shoving up minions. This is the exact same strategy here. Yellow Pete zones out Skara so they don't have vision of the whole team. Sneaking into the bush, and he barely misses. The blind Q there. Cutie Pie calculated that one, standing in the forefront of the bush.
We actually just got word that Crepo is running 17.5 cooldown reduction at level 1 on his support Morg. So.
Yeah, looking to stay back, make use of the mana regeneration there from the coin, throw out bindings. He's not looking for auto attack trades because he does not have that Doran shield. Meanwhile, we see a ward, a true ward from Crumbs started. So Crumbs with a little bit less HP potions in his inventory. It's not going to hurt Elise at all. Very, very easy for her to use Spiderlings to tank a lot of the jungle. So one of the few champions that will opt to start with more vision. Definitely going to help them out in the early game. And Inox with a little bit of stutter step. Classic.
It's dancing. It's easier to do on the water. It's kind of like hydroplaning.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. You just kind of slide along. See what they have for each other. We are going to have Crumbs starting in that top lane. Obviously, junglers, or not top lane, starting on the top side. Junglers at the reds. And they do get that help out. So we're going to have the early 2 from I'm a Cutie Pie and Kiwi Kid. We'll see if they're able to use it.
All right, so Elise starting top. Pantheon starting bottom. We will, if we see that aggression top from EG that we're talking about, you know, trying to get Inox going early on that Yasuo, you know, Snuve will be ending his route towards that side, and they might be able to swing this lane early. As a jungler and as a top laner, both of them have to be watching Shyvana right now, watching Cruiser to see if he places his trinket ward so they can go for that aggression. Crepo already hitting a binding here onto Cutie Pie, rewarded with a lot of harass.
Oh, he hit the headshot. He was holding it very nicely. They're going to have some trouble just hitting level 2 in this lane, and they're already getting pushed back, so hopefully they can use this as an advantage. Pole Belter on Skara in middle. He looks like he's going for QW real quick. It'd be interesting to see what he decides to level. Probably W, blast Skara out of lane.
Yeah, and Skara's shoving up here. He's already used his trinket ward, so he's got a window now where he can hug that top side and be safe because he has vision. But as soon as that does run out, he has to, again, be scared of Pantheon. Karth is very vulnerable to early ganks. So we'll see his aggression curbed after the vision drops away. Oops.
I still got the shield on you. Don't worry.
It's definitely not better late than never for Black Shields, by the way. They have to be on time or it will not help at all. And we do see Snoopy coming to try and assist Inox. He's coming through the lane because, as I said, they watched the trinket ward from Cruiser, saw him place it, and he knows he can't come through the river. This gank style takes a lot of patience because they're going to have to wait for this entire wave to die at the turret, or they're going to actually have to dive the turret and make use of that Pantheon passive. Looks like he opts for the second route here. Now Snoopy, he's also waiting for the counter gank. Whenever your laner is shoved up, it's kind of the obvious gank there for Crumbs to go to the top lane. And Snoopy's really hoping that they can turn one around. Crumbs does not want to go for it, though, and Snoopy's going to be found out here.
Cruiser gets one hit. Very nice, but he blows a flash right away, even with the burnout up.
He got this one down. Ward in the bush. Side lane bush control, very important for those.
Yeah, they do a good job. Kiwi Kid's going to be able to grab it, but they keep vision, so the bush control is lessened just a little bit. We have movement down from Snoopy here towards the bottom lane. Maybe a bit of an invade on Wraiths, but we'll see if he goes for Scar as well.
And he has placed his ward up in that tri-bush when he leaves. So he still is providing Inox with support up top through the vision.
Oh, hello. That's a lot of damage against the Wall of Pain down. The flash is forced. The repel keeps them there. They both get over the wall. Snoopy's going down. Skara may follow as well, though. Pole Belter can't get another clockwork line to protect, but he can.
Ignite.
The Ignite takes him down. They go 1 for 1.
The Belter coming to save Snoopy there, trying to make something of a really bad situation. Elise getting the jump on you in the jungle early. really, really painful, but they were able to turn it around. So good save there from EG. clg taking some more harass from Kiwi Kid.
Ooh, I was going to say that was a real good bit of punishment, but
Ignite.
Kiwi Kid gets in a little too close. One more auto attack, and it's not going to be enough. clg flashes down on both sides for that one, and ignites.
They shove him out of lane too, though, and Yellow Pete's still here. They should be able to gain control of the lane now, forcing Cutie Pie back, making it more difficult for him to CS. Now he's going to have to try and fend for himself under the turret. Maybe this will be EG's opportunity to even up that CS score, get back in the lead.
We have any more of those in just a few minutes. Skara is going to be one happy Karthus. Could have picked up some good money for him while he was already just coming back to the lane, so he'll be happy in this environment. Farming clean. Right now 36 to 46, so he's actually behind, but he does have that kill to match.
Now, I also do always like to look at that 7-minute mark, see if there are going to be any second buff spawn invades coming from either team. Because Snoopy was already killed in the enemy jungle, I doubt that he will have the confidence to go for one of those invades, but it's always a possibility, and you like to see Elise jungles and Pantheon jungles try and keep those timers for secondary buff spawns.
Well, Snoopy has an RSVP to this top lane with the flash being down on Cruiser. Let's see if Cruiser checks the bush again this time. Looks like he will not.
Yeah, he's got a full bar here, so he can use his ulti to get back now, even though his flash is down. He's got his charged up Fury.
Hasaki indeed.
Hasayu doesn't get the minion though. I'd rather get that minion than the harass.
7 minutes into this one, we will keep an eye on those wards. The pink one goes down towards the dragon. A little bit of movement by Cutie Pie back towards as he comes from the blue buff area to make sure nobody's trying to get an edge on that. Crumbs on his red. We'll see if that blue buff gets an invade here in just about 40 seconds. Snoopy's in the top side. Doesn't look like pressure from the junglers will happen.
Yeah,
from the lanes.
Crumbs with a 2-level lead on Snoopy right now. Definitely going to be no invade from Snoopy, but Crumbs does have that option. Sweeper being used on Tribush means he thinks this will be a blind lane, but there is the ward in the river, so Yasuo's got time.
Yep, and Crumbs can see it.
Yep.
The telltale of the lane walking away.
Inches.
Very, very close.
Inches from death.
Yellow Pete forced to use that headshot on the siege wave. They're going to get this pushed up. I don't think he's got really anything to go back and buy just now, so they're in a good position to hold that lane, possibly draw some pressure out from Crumbs here. Dragon is becoming more and more plausible. Good damage there.
So much harass.
Yeah, that was great.
Just one Dark Binding into a whole pool and tilt over Peacemaker. This shoving lane here from EG working out. And the early gold start there, gold generation start from Crepo has paid off.
Wow, that was very aggressive coming in. Pole Belter knows he has the upper hand here, at least in movement. He's back
Now,
to lane.
You see Crumbs, he flashed in there and immediately cocooned with red buff in human form. Uh-oh, he's a little bit short there.
Didn't see that.
With red buff in human form, a lot of the times.
grab.
Never mind.
That shield, late on that one. Should have been
Snoopy's
never.
coming in.
Oh, the blue buff is going to be contested here. He gets the shield down. That's going to be the shockwave up for Pole Belter. He's getting quite low on mana here, so they got to use it right, and they decide to hold it, knowing they got the kill.
Crepo with the kill secure right there. Double buffs on him. And they want to chain this one into Dragon. Skara's out of mana. This is perfect for EG right now. Able to get an objective. Oh no, they don't. They give it up. They don't have the confidence to go. That's too bad for them because they killed the jungler and the mid laner was out of mana. They just were not aware of the situation.
So now Crepo just sitting on plus 30% cooldown reduction. Kiwi Kid and Cutie Pie trying to dodge Dark Bindings all day in that bottom lane. It's starting to pay off for him. 70 to 71, but they're controlling the map. EG is not really one to have the bottom lane be their win. They're able to control where they're going with it after that.
Yeah, okay, so the thing I was trying to get out about an Elise gank when you have red buff, flashing in for the auto attack red buff slow,
Right.
and then cocoon is usually optimal because a lot of times as soon as you flash, your enemy will try and dodge. And so they lose distance there, plus you get the red buff slow. But man, that dragon being left up, ripe for the picking here from Dignitas. Crumbs being Elise is very, very happy to take this one.
Yeah.
On the return.
So a little indecisive by EG. Like you said, they get the kill in the jungle, and Dragon goes to dig.
They may not have seen the mana bar on Skara and not known that he was completely dry.
Okay.
And since Snoopy was so low, they second-guessed themselves. But, man, with Orianna and the shields that she could provide, probably could have pulled it off. Too little, too late, though. It does go over to Dig, and it is an even game once more.
These hooks. That was a nice black shield, though. Crepper was getting a little more on point with these. Let's see what they try to do. Yellow Pete has been having a far better lane than usual, I'd say. He could be falling down by CS right now, and then usually sits off in the side lane, would just keep blast hitting, trying to farm, and it does not help Evil Geniuses. But right now, he's fully part of the team. As they take down mid lane, EG starts to open up the map. Let's see what they can do for the rest of Dignitas.
The solo lanes, as we said, they're a lot of times the focus for this team. Both are doing great. Inox has hit his power point with the static Shiv. Now he does have a lot more offensive capabilities, and Pobelter did a great job in his lane. He does recognize the pink ward there. Speeds right past it, only to take it out in the end. Crumb's going for an invade while Snoopy camps top one more time here. Can they actually convert it to a kill?
God. Seen Morgana quite a bit, but still it looks like players do not yet have the range of that Dark Binding down. Crepo takes advantage. They get another one, a nice shockwave. That's going to be a kill. That is not going to be Skara getting a kill for himself, but he may be able to find the assist. The shield to come up for Pobelter. Wait a minute. Skara from Death Defy. He does not get the kill, but Snoopy's going to pick it up. The blue buff transfer back over, calculated for EG.
And that whole time, Inox gets the top lane there. He's just bullying Cruiser right now. Good counter gank there from Snoopy. It was a little bit short there. Almost able to get the stun out. But even though Pobelter does go down, they get the double, answering for 2. So you can see that Pobelter, actually, as soon as Crumbs does show, he flashes away and he's still able to get another command tag. So there's a flash away, gets the kill, and then he's almost able to kite long enough for Snoopy to join the party, but not quite here. Execute from Crumbs, but as we know, Snoopy still has flash. Able to take him down. That is a nice big boost for EG, though.
There to get the plays in. Snoopy was helping top lane and said, yeah, I can definitely be a part of this fight. 13 minutes in, 5-2 now with about a 2,000 gold lead, just over. And looks like they're going to be able to just control the map. 2 turrets in their favor so far. They're looking to drop the bottom one. They don't have too much safety if they go for Dragon on the side of Dignitas either now with that much map falling away.
And all that flurry of action too. Forgot to give props to Crepo for that kill on Keely Kid. He hit everything, landing the binding, landing the black shield on Yellow Pete for the retaliation right there, and then going all in with his ulti. Well executed by him. So all sides looking pretty good here for EG. And another one does land, increasing his hit percent. Let's see when it's going to be about time for Dig to group up, because they have that Sivir and they've got Karthus. So I think they want Scar to finish another item first before they actually go for that giant group and the roaming benefit that they can get from On the Hunt. Right now, it's a siege up on bottom, and they get some global gold that will go a long ways towards that item for Skara.
How about Dig a little bit more? Maybe open up the Dragon pressure as well, so they can get EG to be pushed back. Dig was already able to grab the first Dragon. EG was caught sleeping a little bit on that.
Now, since it looks like Skara is going for a Rod of Ages, it's a very late Rod of Ages. He got the boots upgrade first, and that thing takes 10 minutes to charge up. Snoopy going with a repeat counter on this blue buff, but he's in a real bad spot here. It's only because of what happened last time that Dig back off. They could have easily collapsed on him, but look at the vision for Dignitas. They didn't have the confidence that there was no backup for Snoopy. They figured, why would Snoopy be coming in like this all by himself? No reason. He must have backup. So a little bit of a bluff there.
Playing the mind games.
Yeah, because it was a little late, they don't get the blue steal. And Scar's able to grab that one for himself.
See the harassment coming from Pobelter in mid lane. He indeed is leveling his W to crush Skara out of the lane with the ball after that. Not too worried about shielding himself. He's going to go ahead and get a push on mid. being so safe on Ori. Pretty much do what he wants right now.
Look at this action down bottom. This 3 versus 3. Who will show first from the junglers? Because Elise can easily land a stun onto Snoopy after he jumps in. There it is.
1-1. There they go. It's
oh
my word. He didn't even get a chance to blink in that fight. Krepo gets repelled on. He dodges out the stun on that from the Soul Shackle. Very nicely done.
Soul shackles him all the way up through the repel. They get the answer kills. I was wondering, right, that's really important who shows first because, as I said, after the jump in, it's so easy to land that cocoon. And Crumbs coming up huge for that counter gank down bottom. Keeping Dig right in this one. Very, very close game here. That's going to do a lot to push Dig into that mid game where they can take advantage of the Sivir pick. Well, we watch it again here. It was just perfectly executed. They really were sitting in wait for that counter. And, you know, the repel, while it makes you untargetable, since the shackle's already on him, it still stays on him when he goes up. It doesn't make you invulnerable, just untargetable. So when he does come back down, able to pop that off. EG fans pretty happy with that so far. Second dragon up again. This could be the tipping point because, as I said, it's so close right now. And Dig are in the area swarming here. They want to take advantage, but they cannot defend it.
They have low mana on Skara, really couldn't get the AoE they need for the fight. Good choice, though, by Dig.
Yeah, a low mana Karthus is even less scary than a low health Karthus. Low health Karthus is still going to do damage to you, but a low mana Karthus is just...
He's just there,
Jack.
Just walking around.
All right, now the grouping up for Dig is probably what we're looking for next since the bottom turret did go down. Interested to see how that first team fight does play out because Snoopy has the ability to start off the fight before Dig are ready and in position. Can he get another Grand Skyfall to combo? We haven't seen Inox put his damage to good use yet. He's been bullying Cruiser, but we haven't seen him kill anyone yet. Right now, it's Crumbs that's up there looking to try and turn the tables, though. So he might get himself into a bad position.
Yeah, and you're going to see Snoopy, he can Grand Skyfall a lot faster than Skara's going to be pulling out that Requiem. So he's all over the map. Skara's only going to be helping for the mid lane.
Another.
Inox gets the repel on, cannot do much on that one. It's like the Dragon Scale is going to keep Cruiser safe. They get a kill in the top lane. They even out the kills at 5-5. But we have a lot of EG here trying to take down mid lane.
Crumbs, the shot caller for Dignitas, making the moves. Bottom side of the map, counter ganking. Top side of the map, setting up another lane gank. Able to get Cruiser right back in, and here's the Snoopy drop.
Going in on a Kiwi Kid. He's been the focus, and they give the same medicine back over from the last fight. Whoa, Skara gets a little too close, and he goes down. Requiem's up, but I don't think there's a reason to use it.
Great job by Pabelter there, sucking in Scar to get another 2 kills here. They get 2 down, and they push on the inhibitor turret. Not enough time for Dignitas to recall. This is a huge, huge win for EG if they can actually finish the turret.
Great moves here. Crumbs trying to come in. Whoa, Inox coming out, forcing the on the hunt. Will not get the pop-up from the tornado. Looks like
he can chase through minions, though.
Unlimited one to the dash. It's going to be a few more before he can get another one on a Cutie Pie. He's got the speed.
On the hunt,
it looks like he's got it. 1, 2, 3, and the kill to come in for Inox on the coast-to-coast chase.
The best thing about Yasuo, you never have to give up on those chases through the long lane because you can dash through all the minions that are going to be coming your way. The purple minions betraying Lord Cutie Pie there and costing him a death.
Yellow P trying to do what he can on the side of AD carries as we're looking at Cutie Pie and wait for him to get back in the game. Bloodthirsters on each side. A little more damage, though, for Cutie is going to matter on those boomerangs. We haven't really seen Dignitas be able to group to utilize that team fight up on the hunt or anything. They're in split push mode almost.
Yeah, you just have to give props to both junglers, really.
Yeah,
because
true.
Every time Crumbs getting his team back into the game, but Snoopy comes right back with a drop towards the mid that actually, because of Pabelter's play, they were able to chain into that inhibitor turret.
Yeah, I can do anything, you can do better.
Such a huge, huge pickup for them. They really want that exposed inhibitor to be able to return to.
Like you said, Scar trying to build up that Rod of Ages. I believe it was about 24, 25 minutes. He's going to be looking at getting that fully stacked, but that's already going to be up against the Athene's Rabadon's damage. coming in from Pole Belter. Scar is going to be that tank Karthus. He's not going to be that shred your health with the Giant Requiem and Defile.
Yeah, as I said, it takes 10 minutes for that sucker to charge up. He's got a little bit more time to wait. Inox confident that Snupe has his back.
He pulls him back into the fight, so he gets locked down. That's a good hit from Cruiser. He kind of stops up Snoopy as well. And the Dragon's descent.
No defense.
And that's Cruiser being a dragon right now. He's got enough armor to face the ADs, and it looks like he's going to come up big. The ultimate is used just so Inox can get himself a kill and save a bit of face. But look at the mid lane. Kiwi Kid's about to go down, and so is the inhibitor on a big off-the-ball move here from EG.
Side lane plays there for Dig. Good collapse. Snupe, even though he drops in, Cruiser's so tanky at this point, it takes him much too long to finish the kill. And Crumbs is able to retaliate. Very, very close right here. Another win towards mid, though, for EG. So both of these teams answering back. Now, this is the fight that we saw before. No extra minions here for Inox to charge up his dash. But he does try and kite Cruiser back into the center of the Pantheon drop. And Snupe at this point realized, oh, I have no defensive stats, so it's going to be hard. I have to run away from the dragon. They end up getting that kill, though. In the middle, Yellow Pete with the play!
The flash, fast fingers, Yellow Pete coming in. Looks like he gets saved by the Black Shield. Age is coming up possibly for Snoopy. He already used the stun. As you can see, his block is up. They're forced off of that one, but he does have blue buff. Inox is also on the chase. They do not look like they're giving up pursuit. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they don't have the speed there because Cutie Pie off the table. On the hunt burned as well. Dangerous for Babelter, though! Oh. Recalling in the river.
You don't get a sail for window shot.
Gives me flashbacks to Big Fat LP. Dangerous place to recall with low life. Man, this is a very back and forth game. Even though the gold lead heavily EG, Dignitas keep coming up with plays.
And that's something you got to consider. That's actually pretty careless if you think about that. You know, not really giving respect to the other team, backing in just an erroneous area. Not very good. Pole Belter goes down. It's not like he had a killing spree or anything, but that's good gold for Crumbs. He's been the shot caller to making him feel more confident, and the team will follow behind him. 23 minutes in, as we reach 23 minutes, I should say. 11-8, about a 3,000 gold lead in favor of EG as they're slowing down in their aggression. They weren't able to get the mid inhibitor, but it's coming slowly. They haven't been stopped whatsoever. They're still in a great position.
Snoopy keeps on trying to get those hops, but everybody jumps away. Lantern for Cutie Pie and Crumbs with the repel has been pretty on point as well. Now, we get to see another 5v5 fight. This time, all tools available for Dignitas. This is their time to shine. Even with the gold deficit, they have a great team fight here, both teams. So we'll have to watch. Can EG pull off a good Shockwave Yasuo combo? Will Dignitas group up for it?
Slowly just kind of feeling each other out here. You know exactly where all five stand for each team. Now that Cutie Pie is in the fight, that was very dangerous. The dragon goes down. Not going to be too big of a worry for EG. They know they, or may know, they have still somewhat of a lead. You ask the players at this point in time, and they may say they think they're even, or we have a little bit of a lead, but not enough to do what we want. And that's maybe why EG's slowing it down, waiting to go back for this inhibitor.
They have to be very careful because Sivir is so good at punishing you for mispositioning. Anyone that they see out, they can easily chase them down. And Crumbs, with him being so accurate with his cocoons, they actually have very good chase potential. So very cautious play from both teams now because they're so close.
We just saw Snoopy typing out 28-0 something. I think it's 28-40. We're going to see that blue buff for Pole Belter come back up. Right now, clearing waves with it. We have Yasuo on the bottom lane. Inox has been tending to that probably until he can drop that bottom first tier turret. Right now, just getting up the golems for himself. Let's see how much money he has in his pocket. He's laying on about 1,500, so he's got some good cash to spend.
I think EG might want to wait for that Infinity. Oh, never mind. It's completed. Great. Infinity is completed there for Inox. They're very happy to do the combo now. That will be a devastating Shockwave Yasuo combo. Dignitas, though, they should be expecting this. And if they use on the hunt movement speed to spread out during the fight, it'll be hard for Babelter to pull that off. So it's really up to Snoopy to catch Dig off guard, I think, with a well-placed Skyfall.
Dignitas is definitely going power in numbers right now as they stick hip to hip inside their own jungle. Not really even placing wards as they go around. There we go. Getting a few out. One's found by Snoopy, and they get another one down by Wraith. But to leave that dark would have been very scary.
Key items as well for Dig. Some power coming from Crumbs. He's doing his best to carry this game. As such, he's gone a couple of spell penetration items and has completed Leandri's. Some good spell burn there for him.
Is Dig going to really have the chance to stick in these fights unless they get tankier? Because you got the Infinity Edge damage, Rabadons, Bloodthirster, Yellow Pete. That's going to be quick damage fast.
So the thing is, EG have a lot of damage, but they don't have a lot of defensive stats. Take a look at these guys here, Snoop and Inox. Yes, they're both high damage, but they're also both melee champions, have to jump in. So if they don't get Dig off guard with that Skyfall and they don't coordinate their damage with their CC, then it could be devastating. If Snoop gets hit by that cocoon, could be his life.
Good bit of damage from Dissonance there on the hands of Pole Belter as he just throws out a bit of zone control. CS in the lanes really kind of just not counting right now. That 50, but there's kills in the top lane. We have a bit of 30 to 40 in that mid lane, and about 20 in the 80 carries. So everybody's doing what they can for each other. Krepo actually picked up quite a few kills in the early game that Yellow Pete may have wanted.
EG with decent positioning here.
Yeah.
They have the vision control of Baron area. I'm always very excited to see these damage teams play because it puts a lot of pressure on EG to be mechanically sound.
And this is that scary part of the map, Kobe. This is where Dignitas says they really didn't want to be all game, and Krepo said they were going to use that against Evil Geniuses.
Yeah.
So we see if they'll set it up.
He said ignore that side of the map. You can't ignore it, though. Got to have at least a little vision there. You can see them dropping wards into the back of Baron Pit.
You can make it like it seems you don't care. Just kind of fluff it off. Yeah, it's there, whatever. They're going to be definitely putting a lot of priority here. They're not fooling anybody. Crumbs cleaning up the pink ward. EG's coming around the backside, and we have Inox in the top lane, so he may be able to pinch a fight.
Double buff Cutie Pie. They just start this one out. Karthus able to go. Here, we need the Grand Skyfall from Stupe. In.
This is one of those situations, though. Dig almost has to do this to put themselves back in a good spot here. A Shockwave gets two. There's Inox right in the middle of the fight, and it's going to be Baron going down. Crumbs gets it for the team, and Dignitas is going to have those stats to work with in the fight. Cutie Pie taking down Snoopy, and they are still going for kills. 2-2 so far, and we're looking for one more. Yes, it is. Coming in very nicely out of Yellow Pete.
Kiwi Kid over there. What a nice snipe. Man, this is huge for Dignitas. They're right in front of this game now. They get the Baron. They burn it straight down. They said they were going to ignore Baron. Probably just a bait by them.
That was the tactic.
They're trying to fake out EG. EG think that Dignitas, they're never a team to go for it. Dignitas overcome their biggest rival, the Baron, burn him down, and they're able to get the kills after.
You know, they get a high risk and high reward of now a 2,000 gold lead. They're still down in kills, but they are getting the map pressure back. This is something they have not had for the 28 minutes of the game right now. Great job by Dig to make this run. Back in the game easy.
Man, that
Great
confidence.
job.
They just burn it straight down there. Single target damage from Karthus is amazing on targets that are not moving around. Easy to just spam lay waste there. Great confidence by them. And Crumbs came out big with the execute on Baron.
Skara, a lot of these fights very quickly have allowed him to get a surge of power with that Rabadons. He's now starting to put out a bit of damage that he was looking for.
They're coming through the bush here. Inox sees him.
Scary. On the hunt. Is just about to come. Ooh, very nice. Blocking that out. He'll stay safe. So Dig in the bottom side of the map. They're kind of doing whatever they want right now with Baron down. They don't have to worry about too much. Their lanes are pushed. They're in a good spot.
And goes Snoopy. He's got the black shield. Goes for Cutie Pie. And he zones him out of the fight. Krepo gets in the middle for a good ulti there. At the time that Crumbs gets the Baron, though, it really turns around. Them having Karthus is huge because Scar is able to get that guaranteed damage off, and we can actually watch the snipe. Sentenced to death there for Yellow Pete.
Hook, line, and sinker.
What happened there?
That was a big headshot.
Scar is in a position he does not want to be.
Looks like the team was just behind him, but they weren't able to get to the initial fight that actually got started because of it. Yellow Pete's headshot was a good 700 damage. Team wasn't able to react. 30 seconds on Scar now. We have 30 minutes on the clock as they start going for the mid inhibitor. Top's going to fall here from Inox, and he'll happily join the team at the second tier in just a few seconds.
Yeah, he's got a strong split push. Uh-oh, Snoopy gets caught though.
That's a good shield, stopping that execution damage. He would have taken quite a bit more, but they're going to be safe on this. Yellow Pete chooses the long way around. Very good decision there.
5 seconds left on Skara. He will be joining soon, so I don't expect EG to keep this up. Baron buff will time out though. Because of that play where they caught Skara, that's basically the duration of Baron buff not going to much use for this Dignitas team, and it's really just the gold lead now, which is not that big. This game is so close.
See, the Cutie Pie has got himself back up in CS, almost hitting 300. He is near the most in the game. Inox is just 2 under him, but Inox has been split pushing the whole time, so Cutie Pie is done what the AD carry needs to do. Keep yourself farming. Dragons picked up here, 3 of 4 going to Dignitas with that Baron still swirling around them.
Yeah,
Baron, so a little bit.
Able to secure them Dragon though, so I guess that is another good global gold. Hunk of change racked up for them. Again, Crumbs there with Elise. Very easy to execute that Dragon. He did a good job staying cool, even with all the projectiles flying over the wall.
Mikhail's Crucible being picked up by Kiwi Kid. He realizes that there needs to be peeling for Skara and Cutie Pie here. Mainly Cutie Pie, trying to get himself out of the fight. Skara's been more than happy to go right into the middle.
I like this. Cutie Pie going full damage build here.
Yep.
You need heavy damage
Somebody else
silver
build my safety.
for that time. Somebody else, exactly. Kiwi Kid, you can throw the lantern to me. That's great. I have an escape now. Plus, he has a Mikhail, so an extra heal too. Everything seems great for Cutie Pie there. Now all that's left to do is watch Cutie Pie's positioning in the team fight. Make sure that he does not get assassinated by Inox.
Ooh, it looked like Inox put his sword away, but he was ready to go. Wall
Necessary
of pain.
flash. Very good flash there for Cruiser.
Got some speed coming in. On the hunt was used from the backside of this fight. They are going straight in. Cruiser's still quite tanky, but he goes down the Requiem to do quite a bit of damage across the board. Crumbs trying to follow up for the team. The shot calling is being made by him, and since he can't hit the repel, it's called off.
The late game Karthus does so much damage, though. Even though EG get 2 kills, win the fight, they lose control of the map here. They have to retreat. Everyone so low, they need to heal up at the fountain here. That's what comes with building few defensive stats. They're very, uh-oh. Yeah, they're still coming. Yellow Pete doing goals.
He needs to be careful. 2 minutes on to Baron. The timers are getting quite long here, so you actually have to consider when. Oh, the flash initiation onto Cutie. Like we said, they have quite a bit of safety for him. The Mikhails and everything.
Another flash.
Oh, wow. Flash. Okay, everybody wants to flash.
Yeah, EG were definitely on a different page there. Snoopy, he thought when they come check this bush, we're going hard. Everybody's going in. The rest of EG backed out of the bush.
That's one of those, right, guys? Where'd you go?
Yeah, so I maybe need to work on the communication there to have the plan. Hey, guys, we're all sitting in this bush. What do we do when somebody comes close? Are we running?
What does Fnatic do?
Yeah,
Kill him.
Kill
him all.
whoever you see.
55.5 to 52.8. Dignitas gaining that lead back with the gold. They're still down in kills, but it's not going to matter. They're taking position on the map, and that's really what can win you the game. We've said it before. We've seen CLG games go with almost 0 kills on the board, and they're taking the win. So, there's a lot of different ways it can happen, and Dignitas is looking to bring it back with a bit of Baron in this one. Ooh. A little pop up and down.
So vision inside this jungle is going to be really important. If EG can get a lot of it down on the blue side, that opens up Grand Skyfall initiation. EG would love to catch Dig off guard, out of position, make use of that global from Snoopy, because in the team fight straight up 5v5, we've seen how much damage Scar is doing, guaranteed, even when he gets killed at the beginning of the fight. Everyone's so low.
Skara actually just drank his blue elixir, so that'll help him a little bit. Get some more damage and cooldown out of that.
Yeah,
see him glowing right there in the
He's a devastating force at this point.
Good amount of pen coming from him. Void Staff, Rabadon's blue elixir. I don't think Dignitas really wants to give up this next Baron, so they make sure Skara's in the middle. He can zone out anything that comes in.
They burn it down so quickly. EG in the same position as last time.
Coming in from the side, the hook goes. Snoopy's Banshee's Veil is actually knocked out on that. He gets the Black Shield. Cruiser goes in. They actually ages him right away. The crowd control may not be there. The shockwave coming in. Very nice job. Scar is still throwing down the Requiem. EG may have this fight, though, as they position themselves in the brush. That's warded by Dignitas, as they can still see. Great shot.
Pete.
Yellow Pete has the red buff. No hook coming from the other side of Kiwi Kid, and they're able to finalize, securing one more. The shield saving his own life. Kiwi Kid limping away from this fight is going to go down.
Here, Krepo's on the hunt. He'll be the first man to the scene. Kiwi Kid testing his luck, and he will be safe.
Good to go.
They turn their sights toward the objective Baron. Dragon, though, wants to answer for his brethren here. Cruiser could kill everybody.
Uh-oh. Cruiser's a big, big boy. However, he does not have Dragon's Descent up or anything to charge that off of. But the burnout, that hybrid damage, he's going to chomp. Now he's getting hit by Baron. He only took one hit, though. He is not going to... No, the shield. Pole Belter doesn't have the mana just yet. They can still turn it around. The binding just misses. That's a Dragon Tail for you.
Cruiser doing work for Dignitas. Oh, this game is so ridiculous for him. All right, let's watch it again here. Dignitas, this is a really good defensive maneuver from EG. They stop the Baron, and then they bring Dig to engage through.
My word.
Man, what a great shockwave into Yasuo counter here. And then, even though they're fighting on Karthus' body, they come in with all the range. Everyone's standing just outside of that defile, trying to shoot down the rest of Dig, having Scar down. And my God, they return to the scene of the crime.
Yo, we had a...
Inox going for a split push, though. This is not going to be a contest from EG. They're just going to trade a turret this time.
Second Baron of the game going over to Dignitas. That means a big gold lead is now going in their favor. However, the Dragon, now average at his highest level in the game, can offer just about the same amount of gold. So with EG getting a turret, they still have other things they can focus on and not have to take on this Baroned up Dignitas now. It seems like they found a way to stave off their nightmare and make it a part of a good dream.
Man, now we're going to fight over the Dragon. This time, Baroned up Dignitas. They do have on the hunt as well. EG have to be careful about waiting around on this. They should probably just grab this gold, kill Dragon, and run for the hills.
Get out.
Run! Everybody run.
High ground, where is it? 19
Where do we
to
go?
5. 2K. This game is so close. 6 to 5 in turrets. Dignitas had a ridiculous surge in power since this Baron.
Look at the
Baron
vision.
engagements.
The vision for Dig is all on Baron side. Vision for EG all on blue side. So EG actually have the opportunity to make a play on Cruiser here. They're gonna go for it. All right. This could be a Baron and a tank off the field.
There's the
Banshees
is down. There's the jump from Snoopy. They're in range. The entire team is going down mid from Dignitas. They're going to try to take the inhibitor turret. How much will they put onto Cruiser? Cutie Pie's the first one there. He has got minions to tank up this. That means the resistances of the turret fall as well, and they're going to be pushing through nicely.
Yep, Dignitas going to get the inhibitor at least for that one. They might even go on Nexus turrets. Cruiser now trying to stop the recalls for the rest of EG.
The mind game's going too well right now. Home guards, they were definitely in the money coming in for EG. They've been able to pick it up on Pole Belter and Snoopy to stave off the aggression, stop the bleeding. At least that inhibitor is the only thing that went down. Now EG is going to try to answer with the same thing, but Dignitas has really been working this late game nicely.
Let's see, EG, they do have the split push going for them. Inox, pretty decent split pusher at this point. So they might opt for that route. There's not really a way to deal with the late game Karthus damage at this point. With his the items that he's got, he's working on the Zanyas. Okay, Snoop is going for it. The initiation, 2 Banshees. Ooh. 2 Banshees and a spell shield still. Like, Cutie Pie's got so many answers. Here's the whole team as well. EG need to back off.
Little pokes of damage, and having Yellow Pete really helps them stay a good distance away from the turret. A wall of pain can mean a huge initiation for Dignitas. So you have to keep safe. EG is not going to really try and mess with a turret that goes back and forth. They're just going to go ahead and stop for now.
EG are still making moves, though. They keep on pushing up a lane, even though they're down in gold. They push up the lane, then hide in a bush. Push up a lane, hide in a bush. It didn't work out last time because they went for the tank who had flash and a Dragon's Descent up, but they almost got it. The Randuin slow is really the kicker there for them. So, bush gank number 2.
Yep. Those 2 sweepers right now.
And again, it's going to be Cruiser the target. Crumb's going to check this push, though.
Oh, just one. Inox
is
not going to want that.
Abort mission, abort mission.
Yeah.
Return to base.
This is a quick problem right there. EG does not go forward unless they have those two sweepers active. That's pretty much their left and right foot right now. If those sweepers are up, they can start walking forward.
Yeah. One is Bush checker number 1.
Yep.
Bush sweeper number 2.
40 minutes in, Dignitas. A little bit more of a hard-fought battle than what we would have thought coming out of the early game. Minions crushing down into the mid lane right now, and Dignitas is going to be able to dictate where this game goes from here on out unless EG makes a big play here. It's going to be high risk, high reward for them as it comes out.
This is a great Skyfall for Snoopy. If they post up at the turret, a well-placed Skyfall might be able to do it for them. Because Dignitas, they're short range here. PewDiePie on Sivir. I guess Crumbs even has a better chance of getting hits on this turret than him. So it's hard for Dig to actually get in to attack the turret, and especially since inhibitor turrets have regeneration, they have to hesitate outside there, and it's really hard for this Dig team to actually go into the base, whereas you know, the objectives outside, much easier to fight over.
There's so many things that can capitalize on a small mistake from Dignitas, even though they are a bit ahead. That Shockwave, Morgana's ultimate coming in, or even a Dark Binding, Snoopy, and even Inox can get you in a wrong spot at the right time. So Dignitas is really sweating bullets as they approach the base, like you said. Not even the man drop. They know where that, or they don't even know, I should say, where the man drop is going to be coming from. The wards are going out for Dig as they back. They can see the EG is just slowly taking their own jungle, giving Dignitas time to breathe. Both teams figuring out where to go from here. The shot calling getting a little more tight from both of those shot callers.
I think Dignitas are pretty confident, though. They're banking on this super late game Karthus, super late game Sivir, and they're the ones with the tank here on Shyvana. Once Shyvana does get that Blade Mail now, she is a true annoyance for Yellow Pete. Very hard for him to deal with this. Even though there is no slow from Blade of the Ruin King, all he has to do is get in Yellow Pete's face. So Dignitas pretty confident towards the late game. That's why they're playing it a bit slower here and not rushing. They can easily force fights at things outside the base, like Dragon, like Baron, like exposed inhibitors. They don't have to go up against those turrets until they actually kill someone from EG.
Well, we can see the result that Dignitas is getting right now is definitely the result of less mistakes in the late game. Somewhere where they would just try too much, push themselves outside of their comfort zone, and they really start to fall behind. But they have not lost the gold lead since they started doing Barons, and they've been able to keep the lane pressure up as well. EG hasn't even had a turret to pressure. Dignitas moving up the mid lane now to put that final staple in the game. They can get a good fight in. 40 seconds on Baron, 20 on Dragon.
Full item builds there. PewDiePie, the only thing he has left to do is trade out those boots for Zephyr. All right, so try and force fight exposed inhibitor. They give it, Snoopy coming in. Here's the fight.
Not many Dig moved on that one. He gets a 4-man, maybe even a 5-man Skyfall on that one. Inox using the wall. Nobody wants to go in. Like you said, no follow there. The inhibitor's going to go down in the fight as well, but EG is being pushed off. Skara gets taken down, and here comes directly of damage. Yellow Pete on the side, Ace in the hole from the other one, and it looks like they are just going to be able to take down Inox on the backside. Like you said, Guardian Angel's down there, so it's just going to get harder for EG.
So close. Right there, the idea is kill Skara and then kite backwards, wait out the duration. But Inox had gotten so deep into the back line, he was not going to be able to get out even with his GA.
Uh-oh.
Baron numero dos. Kiwi Kid extremely low for this one.
Oh. That's the only thing they want getting close to the fight now. Pobelter just trying to sense everything out with that zone. Looks like they are going to back off. I don't think they want to even try Baron right now. Dig's the one who's been trying to formulate this. Inox is down and Skara is down, which is big on that AoE damage.
Control of Baron area.
They're trying to control
Very important. PewDiePie might be walking into death here. Nope. So in that last fight also, Krepo did a great job of controlling Skara. Using his ultimate actually, and the second stun there, then him flashing out after. It was just a very impressive job controlling that mid lane as a support towards the end.
You can really see that this head-to-head is 1-to-1 between these two teams. This whole game has spelled that out. PewDiePie trying to be the factor of his team here. 443 CS on Sivir. Now with the Infinity Edge built up, he himself has a Banshee's Veil. But like we've been saying, everybody's building AD here before they go for the safety. This game is going too late to not have that damage.
Zanyas is up for Skara as well, so as long as he is quick on the trigger finger and doesn't get CC'd before he can use it, that same strategy that EG just used will not work in this second team fight. If they try and burst him down and then kite back, the Zanyas will definitely throw a wrench in that plan. Somebody needs to recognize this though and make that call. Getting very difficult here for EG though.
A lot of flashes are down. If you look at both sides, a lot of ignites are down as well. So this fight is going to be at the capacity of you're staying in here, do what you can.
Now, if Dig do go for this Baron, everyone's going to get that magic damage buff on them.
Oh, you're staying in here. Do what you can. It's going to be Cutie Pie, Baron, and Snoopy going on. We have a fight that's completely spread here. Pole Belt goes for the Zanyas. Zanyas on the two sides, and it's going to be both mids going down. EG now trying to do what they can to clean up the fight, but Dignitas just has the help. They just have the numbers, and it's going to be Krepo going down. A triple kill for Cutie Pie at 450 CS. He's looking for another one, possibly a quadra kill, but no, the ace coming in for Kiwi
And they're going
Kid.
to end the game
and they're
here.
Going to the mid.
They are ignoring Baron, running straight up the middle. This should be Nexus turrets.
Dignitas really staved off the bleeding in the beginning of this game. Huge moves coming in across the map from all of Evil Geniuses. Dig doing what they can now as they start in the Nexus turrets for the possible win.
What a game here from EG and Dignitas. So back and forth. Yeah, give it up for them, both teams.
Great
Very
games.
impressive.
Both of them wanted to end on a high note this week. I don't think any of these teams, either of these teams I should say, could be really displeased with it. The loss is obviously a loss for EG. They have been playing well. Dignitas pulling out the win in this one. Down in kills, pulled themselves up in gold around 30 minutes, and were able to find the win after multiple Baron attempts.